So today we're going to talk about the potential pain coming in the market, talk about inventory a little bit, talk about, buyer demand maybe decreasing a little bit. Well, I'm going to preface this video with this is definitely not financial advice, and there's good people to watch that know much more about like trying to predict the market and stuff. That's the last thing that we want to do, and it's definitely not what our channel is about. But based on some other people's predictions that are way smarter than us, we kind of want to talk about maybe some opportunities coming up in the future if things continue to trend the way they are. It can be very exciting for some of you that are thinking about retiring 2023, 2024, because you guys have seen these price increases go and then now they're going, maybe potentially going. Again, no crystal ball. We're not going to make any predictions. But we're going to go get some coffee and talk about this.
Yes, from our perspective.
Oh, and I'm Nikki, and this is J. Michael, and we're Explore 55 Plus. All right, Justin is in the bathroom. Let me flip this around. So
yeah,
we're going to...
TMI, honey.
What? We're waiting on him. That's okay. So we're going to talk really quick. So inventory is coming back on the market. We're seeing inventory
Can I add
increase.
something to that?
Yeah.
So in general, inventory is coming back on the market, and
It's
in
still
the
very
55 plus, it's coming back on the market. And statistically, the summertime is when we uptick inventory anyway, and it's not like rushing in. We don't have a ton. We just have them trickling in, and they're not being sold off as quickly. Mm-hmm. So then we've got some competition with resales.
Well, I think we need to separate the two markets. So in general real estate too, it's not like inventory is up. It's up compared to what it's been. So inventory is coming back on. We're seeing price reductions. We're seeing stuff stay on the market. We're also seeing mortgage applications go down quite a bit.
Yeah, that interest rate scared a lot of people off of that.
It's an indicator that there's less buyer demand, and if inventory is increasing, obviously it's sort of a precursor of a market shift. Really, we should be on that side. Look at Justin's face because it's hitting that window and glowing off of him. Let's do that. To the 55 plus market historically, let's talk about maybe what can happen, right? So best case scenario, we needed this correction, is a lot of you guys have been watching real estate prices just skyrocket and go crazy. Especially a lot of our buyers are in a position where they have a lot of equity in their home. They maybe are sitting on a lot of cash, and they don't want to just throw a lot of cash at a place that's overpriced and is going to come back down. So you're in a prime position, especially if you can pay the majority of it off because you're not paying the high interest rates. But what should happen is we should start to see prices decrease 2023 around that time. So if that's the time that you're thinking about retiring, like now is the perfect time to start figuring out where you're interested in being and maybe getting prepared to do that. Everyone's timing is different, and we deal with people that are 5 years out all the way to they call us a week and they're like, hey, I just sold my house. I need to find something in the 55 plus community.
Yes, and I think because there will be an uptick of inventory, which means there's a little competition, it certainly will check the prices. They're not going to keep going up like they are. However, cost of supplies and all of that is still an issue. Builders have lots now for sale. They've stopped the lottery thing. There's more inventory from builders. So with the cost of things still being high, I think it's going to keep it from falling. Now, back in the day when I started in 2010, outside the gates of the 55 plus, it was all, people were taking the toilets and the copper piping with them. But inside the gates, there was a lot more inventory because people were unloading maybe their second home or whatever. So it was still a pretty healthy market.
So here's what's interesting. If you pay attention to price per square foot in general, we've obviously seen this massive increase in prices, but the 55 plus communities haven't seen nearly as much of a massive increase as just general real estate. You just don't see this as drastic of lulls in the 55 plus pricing, just in general. It's a much more stable market. The other thing that's interesting,
Florida is typically
last one in, first one out.
And we feel like it's going to be still pretty strong here while everybody else is starting to, soften up. And then we'll recover a little faster. And I think that's just the popularity of Florida as a state to retire for a lot of folks. And then with the couple of years of COVID and everybody starting to work from home, we've seen a big influx of younger folks that want to live here, not shovel snow, have easier living conditions, but can work from home for wherever they are. That's been a pretty cool change as far as I'm concerned.
I would just prepare yourself. Because if you are holding on some cash and you're kind of thinking about that time frame, it might be time. The time might be coming. Everyone's been watching the prices go crazy. They might be starting to soften up a little bit. If you are in a position where it's like you're thinking 2023, I think you're probably in a good position. Start kind of getting ready and then be patient and just see what happens. Again, this is not financial advice. There's other resources out there. Keep an eye on the market. 2023 might be the year. Give us a call at explore55plus.com. Well, that's where you go visit the website. The phone number is actually 407-970-0958. I know that was pretty fast. Let me say it again, 407-970-0958. And our email is hello@explore55plus. We'd love to get you connected with someone that's expert in 55 plus communities. This coffee is working.
But anyway, if you guys have a favorite YouTuber that talks about the economy and things like that, that's not a bad thing to share with people on the site. Yeah? No?
Oh, drop a comment if you guys have some financial YouTube channels that you watch and other people maybe don't and they want some resources.
Yes.
Great idea. God, jeez.
Networking and sharing. We're all out here in this together.
Just gold comes out of this woman sometimes. Cheers, guys.
Thanks for watching.